At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Over. 58.
Well, right away, they'll change the look. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give running right, ETN. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. You look at the Steeler defense, and they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
26. 50.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Rodgers wants to change the look.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Jump out. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
2nd and 11. They've got his man complete. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Rodgers to throw once more. And in for the Steelers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Steelers had got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Go ahead.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now,
they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action.
To kick off for Baltimore.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored a touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
No, get 300. Get 630.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
No.
ETN up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Go to 15, 18. Hey, take 26. Go to 50.
Now it's Rodgers. A short one there in front of you. And he's down into down at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
18, 26.
And again, it's Rodgers. Here's Freiermuth again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Rodgers going to shift them around. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Ravens 21, Steelers 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Waters. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football's a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. He'll look to ETN to start things out. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
We get 300.
Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
We need to get 300. Get 300.
Now a handoff up the middle. Corbin. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Rodgers going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, take 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
319.
Here's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
319. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out.
Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
319.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boswell good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Steelers 21. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300. Teammate.
Rodgers now to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Back now in Pittsburgh, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
319, 26. Jump out.
Now Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Green 18, 88, take 30.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, take 26.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Inside. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Another tote for ETN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Rodgers now from the gun on 3rd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
Looking to throw. Rodgers. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as a tackle made at the 42. So 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rodgers again now. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Inside. Back to 58.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Now it's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
318. Strong right. Go to 50. Check 30.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Steelers first down.
Johnson will score. Touchdown, Steelers. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Steelers 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Waters. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A short throw caught by Andrews. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, take 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. Here's 1st down.
26.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
17 At the Ravens, 36.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Back north. Get 300. Get 300. Take 30. Screen it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Inside. Screen it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And the Steelers.
One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too.